Today on UV Design Tips and Tricks, we talk about the 4 must-have plugins in 2018. Stay tuned. My name is Carl, co-owner of UV Design Media, and on Tuesdays, I give out tutorials on how to grow your business, grow your website, make things easier for you. So today, I'm going to give you my 4 recommended plugins that I use on every install of WordPress. With WordPress, as you may already know, there are tons of plugins, right? Tons of themes, tons of functionality, tons of just everything. I mean, that's what makes it great, right? That it's an open source platform, so anyone can write features to enhance a website. So I've done one last year, and I'm going to be super honest with you. I don't even use any of those plugins anymore. I found either better ones that I've liked or have just figured out how not to need those in my website anymore through coding and some other things. So we're going to scratch last year's. It's gone. And we're going to go with 2018. It's May. So I figured this would be a great time to let you know what I recommend, right? These are the 4 musts that I put on every WordPress site that I create. So let's get started. So right here, this is my personal portfolio site. I'm going to be super honest with you. It is not streamlined to the best. It is just a place to where if someone wants to see some of the videos I've done, I just shoot them here, right? I don't try to get business really off here. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't SEO, right? This is not optimized for SEO that well, which is fine. It's just, again, just somewhere where I can have some videos on here and let people know some of the work I've done for the past 4 or 5 years when it comes to video production. So there's no schema added to this. There's no optimized meta descriptions or anything right now. So I figured this is a great project for us to kind of take the journey of enhancing a site that you might already have, right? Or adding things to it. We're not going to go over how I created this. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, just basically 2 columns, back and forth kind of view. Easy peasy. Add some Facebook videos. We have a Vimeo video, YouTube videos. I will say this thing does not load. Again, it's not optimized for speed at all because of all these different videos have to preload in here. But that's going to be one of the challenges that I'm going to try to work on, because here is my current GT metric, which is not very good. This is horrible. And this is most of the reason why this happens. So yeah, so this number, this almost 37 megabytes is going to definitely impact this number a lot. Again, that has to do with all these videos loading. So, you know, I don't have to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different videos loaded on here if I was looking at making this the best optimized site. But we're going to take a journey for the next couple weeks and try to get this number down lower and see what we can do. Some things I'll show you what I already have. I'm running a CDN. I'm using Cloudflare's free service. And they can minify the JavaScript and CSS. So that takes care of those 2 big ones. The gzips on my server. Add expire headers. For the most part, I can't control most of these because these are not on my server. Same thing with the HTTP request. Well, never mind, that's true. They're all on my server. I'm loading those. Cookie-free domains, about half of them are being served out. So as you can see, it looks like all the other ones are plugins and themes. Reduce DNS lookups, can't control that too much, I don't believe, but we're going to sure give it a whirl. We're going to get a whirl to get these better. Honestly, we can't really affect this one. I don't think I can affect this one too much anymore. The biggest one we're going to look up is trying to combine this, but this is going to be one of the last things we do. Again, just from the standpoint of we want to add everything to it and make this last, because this is where we combine everything. Page speed is all right. Optimize images, we're going to take care of pretty easily. This JavaScript, again, I don't think we can control too much because this is basically all coming from Facebook, and you can't control other people's servers and how they provide the code to you. But you know, we're gonna give our darnest. Remember, 27 seconds, 37 megabytes. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start off with plugin number 1 is going to be, drum roll please, Short Pixel. What Short Pixel is it's a fantastic plugin that compresses your images. So it doesn't change the overall size of it, right? So it's going to keep the same size. What it's going to do is basically compress this data that doesn't need to be there. I actually don't know the technical, what it's actually doing. It's just basically taking all the megabytes and kilobytes and making them smaller, but still keeping the same resolution photo. I don't know how well this shows on here, but as you can see, they're basically saying we compress this 85% from a 284 kilobyte to a 41 kilobyte image, and it still looks pretty much the same. Other plugins that are similar to this would be Lazy Load. That's a huge one. Optimize is another big one. Those are pretty popular. I'm pretty sure I used Optimize last year. I had no issues with Optimize. I just honestly got a really good deal on this. Let's check out the pricing real quick. It's not too bad. Do 100 images for free a month, so that's really good if you're just, a local business. You're not a developer or a manager of multiple sites. You can just go ahead and do that. Here's their prices for if you are, a developer or you manage a lot of websites for people and stuff. Again, this is not too bad of a price. So that's what, $60 a year, and you can do 5,000 images a month. That's pretty cool. You have different options, on how you can compress lossless, glossy optimization. They kind of give a description of what it does for you. So on the back end, let's see here, login. My current plan, I forget where I found the special out, but it was like for a week, 10,000 images a month, and I paid a lifetime of $30, I think, per 5,000. So I bought 2, so I never have to pay for this ever again, which is pretty nice. And you can see I've already done 4,000 this month. I have 5,900 remaining. You get 1 API key for all your sites. Kind of wish they did multiple API keys per site. So if you didn't have a client that didn't pay for any, maintenance fees or plans, you could disrupt that, but whatever. Plans and pricing, coupons, sub accounts. I guess you can create sub accounts and put each person into a sub account. I think that's how you do it. Again, I don't really deal with that because I'm on a lifetime 10,000. What's really cool is if you don't have, or let's say you have a HTML website, right? I build HTML websites, but I still want to use this tool. You can drag up to 50 images at one time, and it compresses them, and you just re-download them. So if you're not using WordPress, because they have a WordPress plugin, if you're using any other type of website platform, you can still use this tool. And I think that was the big selling point for me. Well, besides the lifetime, but those 2 things are the biggest benefits that I could see over any other compression one. So I already have the plugin installed. We'll just go ahead and activate it. And what it does is puts it up in your media folder or your media icon, menu bar, whatever you want to call it. Bulk Short Pixel So here it is. I have one image and 11 thumbnails that are not optimized yet. So basically every time you upload one image, WordPress creates multiple versions of that image. Yeah, so whatever. So we want to make sure they're all optimized. So you can go ahead and restart optimizing. And it just kind of goes through this bar graph. Pretty soon it'll show you our estimated wait time. You know, obviously if you've never optimized your photos and you have hundreds of photos in there, it's going to take probably a good solid 1 or 2 hours for this to kind of do its thing. So you just kind of let it sit back and do its thing. What's nice is once you had this kind of going and you start uploading photos, once this has been installed, it will automatically compress them for you, right, after a certain point in time. So you don't have to keep doing this bulk short pixel. This is really for the first time that you've ever done this. Now you can come back here just to see, did you do its job, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, so the summary, let's go take a look at the summary. Again, I only have 2 photos uploaded here because I only have 2 pictures. Oh, here's the summary right here. The processed images in PDFs 2, thumbnail 17, processed total 19, minus files with less than 5% optimization is free. So they don't count those 10 towards my my 10,000, which is kind of cool. So they only use 9. Average optimization was 90%, and they're saving me 13 megs from those 2 images, which is great. Or from those 9 images. Or I'm sorry, from the total amount of images compressed, they're saving me 13 megabytes, right? So if you come back here, this is the uncompressed version of the photo. Go ahead and refresh. And he still looks as charming as ever. Can't even tell a difference. So now what we're going to do is go back here to GT metrics. Remember, we have an F for optimized. There's 3 images here. And we're at 65%. 36. Well, you know what? Mine keeps a report, so we'll find out. To totally remember that. So if you sign up for GT Metrics' free account, it'll give you a log of the last 10 websites you optimize. It's kind of cool. So you do some work, draw a baseline, do some work, redo it, fix some more. You can kind of go back and see, you know, what's working for you and what's not. So we'll just give it a couple moments here. Let me enjoy my tasty beverage. Interesting that we still have this. Okay, that image we can't control. That image we can't control. Those are the thumbnails. Did load faster. Interesting. Well, I think my baseline's kind of thrown off just because, I don't know why I'm doing it again, just because I do have all those video on there, so it's going to kind of really distort my numbers. But as you can see right here, they are optimized. And you can see if you're in your library, you can actually see when you're in the list view, it won't show it in the grid view, and they'll tell you, can't show you any information if you're in grid. But if you're in list view, reduced by 88%, plus 11 thumbnails optimized and reduced by 66%. So I know it worked. I've done this multiple times. I think all these videos are just really distorting my numbers here. So we'll move forward. Okay, so number 2 plugin is we need a way for people to fill out forms and contact us, right? There's many ones out there. There's a free one, Contact Form 7. Divi has an okay one if you're just, very basic. I made an apartment complex for a client and they just wanted one contact form. They didn't want nothing too crazy on there. And so we use that. But if you're looking at doing lots of different things on there, applications, logic, like if you press this one will come out. Just more add-ons to email clients, like email campaign clients like MailChimp and other things. There's other ones out there. Ninja Form is a pretty big one. And then the one I'm currently using that I really like is Gravity Forms. And so it works pretty nifty. Features, just an easy, pretty easy email client to use. Conditional logic, email notifications, file uploads. People can upload files, application resumes. And then there are some add-ons depending on different packages. You have 3 different packages, so they don't even have a free version. They have 3 paid versions, and you can kind of see here. You can go to their website, see what add-ons would benefit you, and just pay accordingly to it. The biggest reason I go with the $259 besides all these great add-ons is I go pricing $259 unlimited websites. So just like Short Pixel, they have one API key, but I can see they'll at least list all the websites that IP is registered, and I can revoke it at any time. And this includes everything that they offer. So it's $259 a year, 10 clients, that's $26 a year to be, billed out to them. It's not, or more, whatever. It's not that bad. I mean, even $159 for 3 sites isn't that bad, but just for $100 more. So that's the one I went with. I like it a lot. Helps pretty easily. Let's see here. Plugins. Activate. And then you see your forms button right here. And I've already created a form. So let's just go through a step. Name it whatever you want. Tips and tricks. This is for my YouTube channel. Okay. So basically they're saying you don't have any fields in here. Here's all the different options, what you can do with that field in here. So it's kind of just a cool little, a couple images of how easy it is to run. Basically you have all your fields over here. And you just kind of pick what you want to go with. So let's go with name. Now that gets plopped over here. And let's just do your normal email. And then here you have your different like selectors, radio buttons. That means you can only select one of the selections. HTML, you can put custom HTML code, page break, sections hidden. So I mean, again, this is pretty standard. Different options they have that you can create. And then if you want to change this up at all, you just click on the box. You can call it name, first and last name, description, put your info in here. Again, show the fields. You want the prefix in there. I'll put the prefix. Suffix, is this a required field? Appearance, so first name, last name. So just kind of put something in there if you want. Prefix choices they have. You can give them choices of what prefix. Just a bunch of different stuff, visibility. And if you have questions about what each one does, you just click on this. Again, we're not going to go too in depth on how to create a form field. This is just the one I recommend. I'm kind of going over some of the things I like about it. You can add custom CSS to it. Same thing with here. All these things have different options that you can do. And then your settings. Oops, cancel, just update it, whatever. Settings. This is where you can make changes of what the title, description, how is it aligned, how you want your button to look like. You want it to be an image, you would just upload an image, so if you have a cool submit button or a photo, whatever, you can put that in there. Save and continue if you want them to be able to save the form and come back to it. People do that a lot on long applications. Anti-spam, animated transitions, confirmations. How do you want to be a text confirmation, a page confirmation, go to a page, or a redirect URL? You should probably always be doing a redirect URL or to a page, because that helps with analytics. So you know how many people are actually coming to that form and either filling it out or not. So you have a good variable. That's a little deeper into Google Analytics, but on all contact pages, they should redirect to a different thank you page. Notifications, how you want to be notified, admin name, just put myself. The admin email, what that means is the admin email for the user down here that you're logged in as. I always just put the email address that it should be, just to make sure. You just never know who's this coming from. If you select this little box over here, you can click first name and then last name. So when you get the email, it's going to say it's from Susie James, right? Or whoever that is from. The from email. And then the reply to, you want to do usually their email. So if you hit reply, it'll go back directly to them. Subject, message. Again, this is how it's going to arrive to you. So, and then you can see your entries. You can preview it. Pretty fantastic. You are able to style it. Here's your add-ons if you want, those add-ons, the elites and stuff. If you had access to them, you can just install them directly from here. Import, export, different settings overall for styles and looks. Again, you can kind of go over this. Like I said, it's pretty awesome. I like it. It's pretty basic. It does exactly what I needed to do. So that is Gravity Forms. The next plugin that you need is some sort of SEO plugin. And there's probably a lot of people out here that don't believe they need an SEO plugin, right? Like, oh, I write a lot of good content and stuff. I would say an SEO plugin, it's good if you're getting new into SEO and understanding, or if you're just a local small business, right? Or e-commerce site. And it helps you kind of guide you with recommendations of, how many words, alt tags, H1 tags, H2 tags, all those fine stuff. The biggest benefit to any SEO plugin, in my opinion, is that you can easily put in the meta description for each post and page. If you didn't have it, it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it. And I'm all about saving time and not doing things too dumb, I guess. Yeah. So Yoast is a really big one. Squirrely is kind of an okay one. I don't know. Their layout's kind of funky, but I've been kind of put on this SEO framework one. A lot of people have been raving about how light it is, and by light I mean it doesn't bog down your site. That's usually a #1 complaint about Yoast, is that it's kind of a bloated plugin. So I've been working with this for the past month or so. It's been working pretty slick. So let's go ahead and activate it. And then you can go to settings, or you have your SEO right here. And then again, you can kind of go through here and what you want this to do for you, right? A lot of different options, how you want it to look like, how you want them to publish things for you. You know, you can go ahead and add your social media settings, you know, create your API tags and stuff. So when you publish to Twitter and Facebook, it will publish correctly, and your open graphs will be correct. That helps with SEO and getting the link between your website and your social media platforms. So you just follow these steps, how you want it to look, you know, article modify time, publish time, definitely keep both of those on. I haven't really dabbled with the schema because I'm actually creating my own schema series. I was supposed to be doing schema for the next 4 weeks, but I kind of working on a big project and it's taking me a little bit longer, but that's for another story. But again, you know, they're at least offering breadcrumbs, site link, search boxes, robots. You can hook in your webmaster tools, Bing, everything you see here, sitemaps, feedback. So they offer a lot of great stuff. You know, how do you want to perform, chronicles, how you want to set up your links and everything, and how you want this timestamp. I recommend this timestamp for schema purposes. This is how schema timestamps your stuff, so keep it like that. Don't choose this one. Just my opinion. Again, you can set these things up differently. So let's go to a page and actually look at it in. So here, length is good. They kind of give you an overall easy description. Length is good, generated, automatically generated. Description length is far too short because it's automatically index page is being indexed. So they kind of give you a little heads up of how it's working. So let's take a deeper look and see what we can actually change on here. So this is Divi. This is its visual builder. Well, visual builder is its own thing. This is its builder tool, whatever. Divi builder. So custom page title, again, they're taking what I put in up here and automatically putting it down here for me. Custom page description. So this is my website to showcase my work. I have been a videographer, website designer, I guess we'll put award-winning bartender and father. Yes, I was award-winning bartender 2013. I was #1 mixologist. Yippee! It was pretty awesome. Live in Dubuque, Iowa, and currently making YouTube videos. So here you can see that it gives you a green little bar, how many pixels. They've kind of changed SEO, Google has. So instead of like character length, they're going pixel length. So now they tell you how many pixels you've used and how many are left. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it like that. Social, how's it going to show up on social platforms? So you can change each description to fit that social platform to what you want. I'm not really going to deal with that right now. Visibility. If these were maybe pages you don't want indexed, right? Maybe you only had like 5 words on it, served no purpose except for like a landing page that you wanted Google not to index. You would do a no index to this and a no follow, no archive, right? You know, kind of make it that way. Or if you want to add a custom redirect link, you can do that right in here. So that's that. We'll go ahead and update. And then now we have all green. So again, it seems it's been working pretty well for me so far. We're going to give it the rest of the year on like 5 of my sites, like my own personal sites. I like to do some things to my personal sites just because they're my personal sites. And I know I really won't screw anything up. But if I notice traction, right, faster on that, I'll start implementing that on clients' websites, you know. and explain to them the benefits of moving forward to this way. Or I might just do it. Just depends on what package I go with and how friendly I'm feeling at that time. All right. We are down to number 4. And if you've been paying attention at all, you might already know what the number 4 plugin is. The number 4 plugin is Manage WP Worker. Now, I made a video for this about a month ago or something. I'll link it down in the show notes. But I manage 20 websites right now, and it's growing. So anytime I have a client, I basically manage their site for them. I make a pretty reasonable maintenance package to where if I host your website, and a small fee on top of that, I'll make sure your WordPress site's up to date. You get a report of uptime, how many times it's been updated, plugins, themes, and then also backup. So there is multiple different companies out there that offer this. GoDaddy bought Managed WP a couple years ago. Again, if you want to find out more specific about Managed WP, head over to my last video. But let's just take a quick look at it. Basically, it's just an easy way to one-click updates and make things super easy for someone that manages multiple websites. If you don't use a tool like this, you're gonna have to log into every WordPress site you have, update them, update the themes, update the plugins, optimize the database. So there's a lot of different things that this does. As you can see, it's sending a report to this client. So once a week, this website gets a report of what I've done to their website for the previous week. I've restored something previously. What it's doing is now it's syncing between all my websites. Again, we're not going to go through all the tools and how everything is used for. We're just going to do the quick 5-minute version of it if it hurries up and syncs. So this is the dashboard. It's pretty easy. It's laid out pretty well. Don't have any complaints with it. It's almost done syncing. I'm just trying to stall. I'm really bad at stalling, but yeah. So, make sure if you're watching this and you're up this far, make sure you subscribe. We do put out a video every Tuesday. We've been doing a lot more series versions now, like where it's 2 to 3 weeks to kind of cover a certain topic. Like I said, it's going to kind of go on right now of building this website more optimized and stuff. This will probably be 2 or 3 weeks. So we have at least one more video or two about this, but there we go. So here you can see all these plugins need to be updated. You can click on this and it tells you what website it's for. So that's good to know. So I'm just going to go ahead and click select all. You can do a safe update where if you have the premium backup for that website, they'll back up your site before they do it. I know this will work. So we're going to go ahead and update. And then what it's doing is syncing and doing the update for it automatically. It does, after this happens, this sync, it does take 5 to 10 minutes for the website to actually reflect that. But, it will still work. And then themes. Let's go ahead and update these themes for these 4 websites. Again, you can optimize database. Here are all the extra services they offer. Here are all the websites I manage personally. And you can click on any one of them. This is UV Design. So this is a dashboard specifically talking about UV Design. Post revisions. Let's optimize that bad boy. Backup, last time, next time. Statistics, Google Analytics. SEO, they offer $1 SEO upgrade. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but hey, for $1, why not? So again, here are all the features specifically for this one. GG metrics built in, which is kind of cool. Security, themes, plugins. Again, it's pretty handy dandy. Here are all the add-ons, or which websites have add-ons. Again, it's a great way to manage all of your WordPress websites. Makes my life a lot easier. I mean, I would hate to actually log into 20 different websites every day or once a week or whatever. I mean, I do this once a day. Every morning, wake up, see what's updated, update it, and move on. Now I've just updated. So if I had 50, I've had 100. I heard of some guy had 180 when I was still working for GoDaddy, and he had no issues. Imagine trying to log into 180 WordPress sites. That would take probably all day. He would probably waste 6 to 8 hours one day a week updating. So it's a great tool and stuff. So those are the 4 plugins that I use on every website I create, right? Because it's necessary no matter what type of website you're building, right? You need SEO because you need to be able to deploy the meta description for SEO purposes, right? But then it's also great because it kind of tells you some stuff that maybe you're lacking on, right? Not enough words, overused, words, no alt tags, no h1 tags, stuff like that. It's great for that. Short pixel image is great for compression of images because even if you go to Photoshop and you save an image, it still is not going to compress it. Well, there is a compression tool built into it where it asks you quality 1 to 12. But it still might not compress it to the best ability. So this will make sure that it will be handy dandy for you. Manage WP, like I said, it's necessary if you are doing multiple websites. This is the same plugin, just so you know. If you're only doing 1 or 2, not a big deal. But if you're managing more than 3, highly recommend it. And Gravity Forms as a content form creator. I personally like it. It's not too badly priced, and it works pretty slick. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my top 4 plugins for 2018. If you want to, it would be great if you guys went ahead and subscribed. Hit the little bell button so you get notifications of every Tuesday. And Thursdays, we do Thursday Thoughts, where I kind of, for 10, 15 minutes, talk about random things, right? Like last Thursday, I talked about, is WordPress the best platform for your website, right? The pros and cons to it. This Thursday, we're going to be talking about, is blogging necessary to increase your SEO for your website? So we're going to do that this Thursday. Again, Tuesdays, tips and tutorials. So we just have fun, make it easy, try to make your life easier because I know you got better things to do, right? All right, see you guys later.